All right, today's workout we're calling Harry Potter, and we have an AMRAP style workout. It's an AMRAP 20, so basically we're trying to get as many rounds as possible within 20 minutes, and we're looking for 10 repetitions of each movement. So these rounds are going to go fairly quickly, so you should be able to get a good amount of them. We're looking for 10 split lunges on the right side, 10 split lunges on the left side, 10 sumo squats, 10 scap retractions, 10 squat thrusts, and wrapping up the round with 10 tabletop chop crunches on each side. So let's jump on in. All right, we are going to start out with that right foot forward. We're doing a split lunge or a split squat. It's one of my favorite movements because it really helps you with your balance while still being able to work into that strengthening of those legs. The priority should always be the front leg here, so keeping that weight in that right heel and keeping that ball of the foot on that left foot just lightly back there for support. So most of that weight's on that front leg, and we drop that back knee towards the ground. After 10, we're going to switch on over to that left side, so that left foot is forward, right foot is back. Same premise here, left heel really driving hard into that ground, squeezing that left glute super tight to help with the stability of this as well. So if you can't quite get all the way down to the ground, totally fine. You can always go for partial reps here and go for a little bit of a shallower movement. So now we're going to switch on into those sumo squats. Those legs are warm, ready to go. We've got a wider stance here. We've got that kind of duck foot positioning with your feet there. We're sending those hips back and down. Those arms can cantilever forward a little bit for a counterbalance, but really force those hips back, drive through those heels to the top, and keep pushing your knees wide and give those glutes a good squeeze on the way up. All right, so we are going to get onto the ground here on your stomach. So we're doing some scap retractions here. So great for posture. You're going to keep your feet so that your toes are resting lightly on the floor. Those arms are going to go overhead with the palms facing towards the ground. And we're going to squeeze our elbows back and down towards your butt. That's going to help make sure we're squeezing those shoulder blades together, but that we're also shifting those shoulder blades a bit down towards your lower back. So that can help really focus in on that postural improvement. All right, so we're gonna get up to your feet now to get that heart rate up. We're doing some squat thrusts. So from that standing position, we're gonna put your hands down in front of your feet. We're gonna put the support of the weight in your arms so that we can hop back to the toes, to that high plank position, and then quickly hop back in. Then we're gonna set those hips back, shift the weight to the heels, and get those arms up overhead into that kind of overhead arm squat position. So we're hopping out, hopping in, and getting that squat. If the hopping is too jarring for you, you can always step back and then step forward and then get into that squat as well if it's a little bit easier for you that way. All right, we're gonna wrap up with some tabletop chop crunches. Say that 10 times fast. So we've got your knees up in the air, stacked over your hips, and those knees are about 90 degrees. We're keeping your arms extended with your hands clasped together, and we're basically chopping the arms to the outside of one knee, coming back to that neutral position, and then chopping to the outside of the other knee. So the objective here is to get 10 each side and alternate with each one, leading across with that opposite shoulder. So that's gonna help incorporate those abdominals, but also those obliques. Breathing wise, it helps if you exhale as you come up and inhale as you control back to that neutral position. So again, 10 on each side to wrap up this round. All right, so that'll wrap up round one. Again, we're trying to get as many rounds as we can in that 20-minute time domain. So just try to keep moving nice and consistently. Remember, there's no built-in rest into these workouts. So really try to push your pace, try to keep the heart rate up and keep moving through those 20 minutes. If you do need rest, try to keep it quick. Grab a quick sip of water and try to jump back into it. So post some sweaty selfies, let us know what you got for your rounds, and we will see you in the next workout.